Hello and welcome back to part 45 of Star Trek Online. Today we will be playing Revelations.
We've received a distress call from the USS Callisto. The signal was garbled, and there's little more than their last known location in the data. Get out there and bring the Callisto home if you can.
Okay.
There's something interesting
Right, let's begin. We've arrived at the location of the distress call from the USS Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with the Lunar-class Federation starship. Well, there might be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. Okay. That doesn't look like a Lunar-class saucer, but yeah. No luck. Sensors aren't reading any life signs in the wreckage. The Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate. Can we identify who attacked her? We have an incoming message. It's from the outpost station. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
7, this is Admiral Arnie of the USS Jackson. We responded as soon as we could.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost's defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
They have a lot to explain. Transport over.
Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures. Voth ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed.
Attention, trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Voth-aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
We will not be made into your prisoners. Okay.
alien vessel.
Voth have cut
You have
transmission
violated
and
a
are
Voth
engaging their
facility
warp drive.
and will be...
Right.
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
That is odd. Right. We're receiving a distress call from the Touré homeworld. On screen.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Touré homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Touré?
The Touré are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
Do you think the Voth are the ones who attacked the Touré? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Touré are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Perhaps a show of good faith would be in order. Course laid in for the Touré homeworld. Right, let's go then.
We have arrived in the Touré system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Touré vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Whatever they are, they're packing quite a punch. All good. Right.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Make it so.
Your defense of the Teray thieves will be your undoing.
The Teray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Teray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
They're not even attempting to negotiate. Okay.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Right then.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Yes, let's make this happen.
There was a firefight here. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Good, we'll help him and maybe he can answer some questions.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from Starfleet, right?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
What is underspace?
You are not Teray. I cannot reveal our secrets.
Very well.
If I may, Underspace is a network of subspace corridors that extend through much of the Delta Quadrant. Voyager was pulled into one when its warp field interacted with the corridor's radial wall. At the time, we speculated that the corridors would speed our journey back to Federation space. That was not possible.
If underspace is a Teray secret, how were these attackers able to use it?
The attackers were Vodwar. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Vodwar?
Impossible. It cannot be the Vodwar. I would know.
7. Who are the Vodwar?
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vodwar, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vodwar used underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. At the time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. However, the Vodwar we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vodwar are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
Understood. What's the plan then?
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for any Vodwar. They won't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
I blame myself for the Vaadwaur's return. It was a door best left unopened.
Right.
No further hostile beings detected. Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node.
Go on.
First, you must reboot the core matrix. Next, you must charge the capacitive relays. Finally, you must align the main relay. Uplink established. No further hostile beings detected. Analysis complete. Perform these steps in the correct order. First, you must access the AI subroutines. Next, you must update the defense protocols. Finally, you must align the main relay.
Access. Update. And then we want to align.
Defense node online.
Right. No, that's a Vaadwaur.
No further hostile beings detected.
Alright, let's go up to this one first.
When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto,
I thought the probability of seeing Vodwar was statistically insignificant. We had to ally ourselves with the Teray to escape the Vodwar.
Okay.
My analysis of this node is complete. Execute the following steps in the correct order.
Alright.
First, you must reboot the core matrix. Next, you must update the defense protocols. Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Reboot. Update. Establish.
Connection re-established.
Alright, one more. Alright, that's it. Line this last relay.
No further hostile. Whatever happens here, we must inform our superiors about the Vodwar threat.
Or node.
I have completed my analysis. Complete the following steps in the correct order.
Okay.
First, you must reboot the core matrix. Next, you must update the defense protocols. Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink. Uplink reinitialized.
Let's activate the defense grid.
Starfleet, I need assistance at the central tower.
Right, let's go and assist.
Your team did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vodwar hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
We need to hold them off until the defense grid has completed the restart sequence.
The Teray took control of underspace after the Vaadwaur were defeated. Clearly, the Vaadwaur object. No further hostile beams detected. Vaadwaur reinforcements approaching. The Vaadwaur are relentless. The probability of our survival is slim. The Vaadwaur are tenacious fighters. We must be more so.
We can't keep this up forever!
What is that? No further hostile beams detected.
I'm receiving a message from the Jackson. The Vaadwaur are retreating to underspace. Even with the defense grid online, the Teray couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vaadwaur do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? I seem to remember the Vaadwaur tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Teray. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
Seven and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I apologize, Bellas. The USS Voyager has entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting to beam down to your position. Permission granted.
Seven of 9.
Admiral?
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault! Your ship invaded the Voth outpost! You woke the Vaadwaur!
Vaadwaur. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believe their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong! The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager, 2 to beam up. When we first rescued the Vaadwaur, we thought we could be allies.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Touré. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
I don't know if my mic was muted down there, but yeah, I agree.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck, 7. Stay safe out there. Alright, we're clear to depart as soon as you're ready. Let's go. Right, so hail Admiral Janeway.
The Vaadwaur. I had a feeling I hadn't seen the last of them. They were dangerous before, and now they have tech that can defeat the Voth. If the Vaadwaur come for us, we need to be ready.
Yes.
There's something interesting.
Right. Well, we will be going straight into the patrol mission next. Let's see. I'm not too interested in that.
Not all the experiences of the USS Voyager crew in the Delta Quadrant were positive. Captain Janeway made some tough decisions to get her crew home. And more than one species felt like they'd had a run-in with a supernova after she'd been through their space. These ill feelings have festered for decades, and they haven't aged well. We need to do what we can to assuage them.
Alright. Is that the Nescordian system? Yeah. Okay, let's begin this patrol.
This is agreeable. It seemed unlikely that anyone would detect our distress signal, let alone respond to the call. Thank you for that.
What's happened here, Captain?
Hostiles dropped out of warp and attacked without warning. Their ships were fast and powerful, far beyond our capabilities. They disabled us and left shortly thereafter. Curiously, one of them communicated to us. He said scavengers would come to pick apart our ships. As we are defenseless, that was an unsettling statement. Can you help us?
We'll do what we can to help, Captain. Jackson out.
This is Cooperative Cube 1138. We are here to help.
It's not exactly a cube, but okay. The ship's warp core is close to a breach, and an explosion is imminent. I'm not sure we can beam all the crew off in time. Right, divert power from the shields to the transporters. Grab all you can.
They're where we left them, but they have friends. Kill them!
Right. Surprised no repair ships have turned up. Right. This ship has been inundated with radioactive particles, possibly from passing too close to a dark matter cluster. It's overcharging their warp core and irradiating the crew. A modified probe to generate a dampening field will evacuate while there is a gap in the radiogenic phase variance. Alright, launch probe. And get the survivors.
Ah, the Borg had found some assistance. How quaint. price for your interference is your lives. Die!
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that repair ship got destroyed. Yep. Difficulty is definitely ramped up. Okay. Is it going to be a repair ship for that? No. Okay, I can live with that.
Thank you for coming. Our situation is quite dire. Life support is failing ship-wide, and so is artificial gravity. We're unable to conduct repairs at this time. Can you provide assistance?
Let's get your life support fixed. With that done, your crew should be able to handle everything else.
Thank you. We'll make our way to a base to complete repairs.
Clean up this techno-organic trash. Open fire.
Thank you for your timely assistance. The Cooperative appreciates your efforts. We can take charge of those you have rescued and transport them to friendly territory.
Acknowledged. We'll rendezvous with you. We will rendezvous with you for transport. Right.
Tracking a large force incoming. Preparing defense stations. Okay.
You have our thanks. Were it not for you and your crew, none of us would have survived.
Let us know if you hear rumours of any further Voth advances or attacks. Okay. Right. The rescue ship from the Cooperative has taken the injured and rescue crew aboard. We are clear to leave on your orders. Right, let's go. Alright. well, that finishes up this one. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.